What's up, guys? I welcome you in this wonderful video. So today we are gonna be doing the technical analysis of USDZAR. We're gonna be looking at this market in a price action picture. So if you can see on my chart, I am currently opening the daily time frame. And looking at the daily, we can see that we've been having an uptrend which has been persisting for quite a while, or for quite some time. If I am to indicate it with a trend line, you can see that it can start all the way here and extend all the way to where the price is at the moment. So we can see that this trend line has been touched multiple times, but as you know, we don't use the trend line to execute our trades, but the trend line is here to help us identify how the movement of the market was flowing, or how the trend was flowing in terms of sloppiness and in terms of its pattern behavior. So we can see that it has been quite responding to this trend line here, and this trend line has been confirmed multiple times at the first touch, second, third, and now we believe this is the fourth touch. So why should we take this as a very interesting area, this area here? Why should we take it as a very interesting area? So as we can see currently, at this point in time, you can see that the market was moving in a corrective wave. If I am to draw my pattern, you can see that there is my corrective wave going all the way down. Let me remove this. And it's been moving in this corrective wave going all the way down. And we believe, because of what has been happening previously, by how price was responding to this trend line and how this entire trend was flowing, so I believe that this is a very interesting area which might act as an area of continuation as far as the trend is concerned. So we're expecting some kind of trend continuation. And also, one important thing, I'm not just taking this focus from nowhere, but I've observed clearly what is happening inside this corrective wave. So if you can allow me to just go into the 4 hours so that we can deeply focus on what is happening here. Let me just go there. So here we are on the 4 hour. Let me just erase this distraction. Here we are on the 4 hour, and if you can see on the 4 hour, we know that what you observe in a bigger time frame, if it is a pattern, it is likely gonna be a bigger pattern in a very lower time frame. So that case applies here, that in the higher time frame, this was a corrective wave, but now because I'm in a smaller time frame, this has changed to be a trend, and that change should be analyzed as you would analyze a real trend. So looking at this downward trend, or this downward pattern, if I may say, you should observe how its strength is changing as it is going down. So we can look here. We had a very lower point, which is a lower low compared to this one and that one, and then the market tried to correct. And the most interesting thing is that this corrective, it broke the previous high. This was the current high, and then this was the previous high which was broken. We can see that now this high is higher than the previous one, which tells us something about the strength, that okay, the sellers, they're getting weaker and the buyers are getting stronger. And same thing applied on the lower points, where the low here, and we had the next low here, and we had the next low there, and you can see that the lows, they are becoming higher and higher, which tells us something about the strength of the buyers. It tells us that the buyers, they're getting stronger and the sellers are getting weaker. So that's what made me, or that's what is making me to believe that this area right here is going to be an area which is initiating a new impulsive move that is going all the way up, pushed or controlled by the buyers. So it's not the fact that I analyze the trend line touch, because I cannot make my decision based on that trend line touch, but I made my decision based on how the pattern or the corrective wave is behaving in the smaller time frame as far as this region here is concerned. I hope that is making sense. Just a bonus point, let's go further into a different setup. I want you to look at here, and if you want to know more about this method or this strategy, I've posted it in a 3-part video with the link in the description and up there in the corner. So if you can look here with a couple of indicators, with the force index here and with the CCI, with also the MFI. If you can look at the force index, we know that the force index, it tells us, or it shows us which side is in control, meaning if the indicator, which is the blue one, the blue line, if it is above the red line is the 0 line, it basically means that the buyers is in control. And if it's below the red line, which is the 0 line, it means that the sellers are in control. And then it also further shows us turning points. Turning point, it is whereby the indicator begins to turn and go the opposite direction, where it begins to turn and go the opposite direction. So you can see in this area here that it showed us that the price was previously controlled by the sellers as it was below the red line, but then there was a turning point coming in whereby the force index, which is the blue line, is now going all the way above, meaning it's gonna shift from being controlled by the sellers into being controlled by the buyers. So it's kind of like helping us to strengthen our forecast or our analysis. Ne? And also here, the CCI, it shows you when price is below average or above average. So you can see that in this area here, which is basically this area going all the way up there, price has been below average, meaning it was anticipating bullish movements which were about to come in. Same thing applied with the indicator, which shows you if price is overbought or oversold. However, although it was so close to this region here, which was the 20 region, however, it didn't breach that region, but that is not a limitation. We don't take that as a limitation. So that's it, guys, for this analysis. We're expecting some bullish momentum coming in on USDZAR, and keep it in mind, this is some kind of a long-term move, so take advantage of that. Don't just enter them as a scalper. Enter this market as a long-term trader, because we are trying to take advantage of this trend, which has been persisting all the way from, let me see when it started, all the way from June 2021. So it's kind of taking advantage of that trend. So it's a long-term trade. Thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.